Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to bust some myths about dandelions. Kiddo and I are outside today picking some dandelion flowers. These are perfect ones for me to pick because they are in one of my medicinal garden beds that I need to add other plants to, things like peppermint and that kind of thing. So this is a good place for me to pick all of them because I've got to pull them out of these beds. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was one of these popular memes is floating around this time of year. And it is the one where it says dandelions are the first food for bees. Have you seen that one? Let me know in the comments if you've seen that. And I really wanted to share some accurate knowledge about that particular piece of information because I think it's important. I've had a few people, get upset that they realize that I picked dandelions for things like today. We're going to be making dandelion cookies and dandelion flowered infused honey. It's really loud here today. And I've had people get upset, oh, you can't take the food from the bees. So the first thing I want to mention is that long before dandelions even flower, bees emerge. And so if they had to wait for these, they'd be dead. Let's be honest. And so things like tree pollens, maple, willow, all of those types of trees, those pollens provide a nutrient-dense food source for bees long before dandelions even think about flowering. What do crocuses, snowdrops, spicebush, coltsfoot, daffodils, and many others have in common? They all flower before dandelions do. There's something else that a lot of people aren't aware of, and it's the fact that dandelions are not actually native to North America. They were brought over here by European settlers as a food source, actually, mostly for humans. And so because of that, they don't have the nutrient profile nor the levels of amino acids that most of our native bees actually require. So that makes dandelion a mediocre food source for bees. In fact, dandelions are missing about 4 essential amino acids that are required for bees. And so even when I'm looking around my property today, and I'll show you an example, I don't see any pollinators other than ants, and if ants are pollinators, I'm not even sure about that. I don't see any pollinators on my dandelions. However, I do see them on my daffodils and my fruit trees. And so, dandelions, of course, will be a food source for bees if they don't have anything else in their area, but it's not a preferred fuel source because of that lack of, robust and full amino acid profile. So this is one of my plum trees, and I don't know if I'll be able to get close enough and not disturb them, but it is literally abuzz with pollinators right now. There we go. There's some bees. It's really amazing to watch and to hear because you can just hear the buzz. So we're not telling you to go and clear cut all of your dandelions, are we?
No.
No, we're not. I still follow the same ethical foraging kind of rules that I have and what I teach my students in my membership platform. And that is to never take more than 10% of a plant population, ensuring that plant population is already robust.
That's what you taught me in Herbs for Kids.
That's true. I also teach that in Herbs for Kids, which is my kids' herbal curriculum. And so I've got something in my eye. It's all itchy. Anywho, I'm not telling you just to go and clear cut your dandelions. What I am saying though is that if you've got a robust population like we do, we have lots of dandelions coming up on the property this year, that population can stand you harvesting a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like we love making our dandelion oatmeal cookies. We're going to make those today, so I'll post that recipe in the description. I also love making dandelion infused honeys, dandelion vinegars, and of course I do also make dandelion tincture for clinic. And even with me harvesting all of those dandelions for those needs, it really doesn't make much of a dent on our dandelion population, does it? So of course, save some for local pollinators and, even some of the bees, if they don't have another pollination option, they will use your dandelions. But just remember that they had pollinator sources or pollen sources long before dandelions flowered. And there are some that are actually better suited to the bees. So I just wanted to bust a few myths, because I'm sure that meme's going to float around. And when it does, you'll be able to speak intelligently about it. Now, if you've got some favorite uses for dandelions, I want you to put them in the comments below. And until next time, this is Corinne from Spirea Herbs, wishing you
health and wellness.